listening to Bad Decisions with Jazz. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls from around the world, you're listening to Season 2, Episode 15 on Bad Decisions with Jazz. Woohoo! Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to my podcast and to the shit show in which I call my life, because in the last 48 hours it has been a freaking shit show. I think we all should agree in this moment that we should head to hubby's page and just, DM him and be like, thank you for convincing Jazz to drop a podcast, because today is the latest I have ever dropped my podcast at, okay? Usually it's uploading by now. I already edited it. I'm done. I get to relax for the day. It is 7:52 p.m. on Tuesday, which means this drops in I don't even know how many hours, because I don't know quick math. Just another great thing about me. And I feel like I thought I had my life together, and then the last 48 hours has just been trying me. So today has no specific topic, and I don't know what the title is at this point in my recording time, a minute and something seconds. I don't know. So we're just gonna talk together. Let's just have a little meet and greet, okay? I actually did post something on Instagram, and let's see what I said. I said, ask me a question. Okay, I was just trying to be a little, interactive with my listeners, and let's see the questions. No questions. For the first one, it says, can't wait to see you. Second one said, when am I going to get a feature in your pod? Now, shout out to you. I don't know if I can say your name or not, but I'm not going to say it just for privacy purposes. And that's because I don't have your consent. So if you don't have consent, then it's a freaking no. I just want to put that out there. Side note. Anyways, let's get back to the topic. When are you going to get featured in my podcast? See, I would love to have you on right now, because now we can just have a conversation about anything and everything. And this girl has actually a degree in psychology, which I think, but that is dope to me. Another person said, when can I hop on this and be a special guest? And both these people know who they are, but confidential. I'm not going to disclose this without your consent. So yes, literally, you would be perfect, because I could talk about old Jazz, the girl who was making bad decisions. You knew me as Bad Decisions with Jazz, and that would be iconic. So that would be nice. And then my aunt, who was actually doing my hair for the wedding day, said, wedding is so soon, I can't wait to see you. And you know what, boo? I can't wait to see you, because I am so excited. And my anxiety, let's back up. Let's go back to 48 hours ago. Let's set the scene. 48 hours ago from today's drop of the podcast was Monday, okay? And let me just specify how much of a shit show Monday was. Right now, I am sitting at my desk. I am planning the wedding, making the final little details perfect. I am also sitting at my desk because I'm supposed to be writing this, what is it called? It's like a package, okay? I don't know how to explain it if you're not in the military, but it's like this package that I'm basically supposed to make every single year, and I'm the one making it. And I cannot express to you the stress level, because this thing was due weeks ago, except I was in the ER. Oh, wow, I forgot to go back even before that. Wow, okay. Well, we'll get back to that. But I have to write this by Friday. And as you're listening to this, it's Wednesday at 7:55 p.m. Can you see why my anxiety would be crappy at this point? Okay, so this was Monday. We set the scene. All right. Then, come to find out, things at work happened that just escalated and had me busy. I literally didn't leave work until 4:30 p.m. That's never like me. I'm usually out that bitch by 3 o'clock. Okay? Because I work hard throughout the day. But no, I couldn't do that on Monday, so I was stressed out. Now, let's go to Tuesday. Set the scene. this is where the inspiration for my topic-ish came to life. Tuesday, it is 7 o'clock in the morning. I pull up to work because I am in this professional development course for the next 3 days. Okay, so when you're listening to this, yes, I'm in it today. Busy as fuck, okay? Just busy. I am getting text after text after text, and it's about the wedding, or it's about work, or who knows what it's about. I just know it's text after text, and I'm like not living my best life at all. At all. I'm not. And I have to somehow scramble and make time to go get my hair done. And now it's Wednesday, and I'm supposed to go and talk to my therapist at 4 p.m., which is not gonna happen because it's just not. I have to go to the bank and deal with other crap for the bank, and I have to go change my last name, which is kind of cute. That's kind of like a happy moment. But anyways, basically my life is a shit show, and I really didn't want to do this podcast. I really didn't. Without further ado, I think we should really get into like the nitty-gritty details of things. Oh wait, I was supposed to go back to like the whole ER. Yeah, I was in the emergency room this past weekend because of these headaches. I did go see a doctor. I went to see a doctor. She gave me what's called a cocktail. I don't know, but it's a cocktail. I took it all as it was prescribed to me, and it's supposed to make you sleepy, which is what it did. It made me super sleepy, and I fell asleep, but it didn't help the headaches. It just intensified them. So I was like, that's suspicious. So I had a follow-up the next day, and she said, yep, you should go to the emergency room. So I go to the emergency room, and this is why, like, if any of my listeners are doctors or no doctors or work in that medical profession, please do not dismiss someone when they say something's wrong with them. You think I'm making up these headaches? You think I want to feel like shit? I freaking don't. I don't. I want to feel normal, and I'm at that point right now, like, we're hitting 3 weeks since I've had these headaches, since they started, right? That I just ignore it. It's just a constant pressure / pain in my mind. I literally just ignore it. And the reason why I say is don't dismiss them, because I am a firm believer that I know my body the best, and most people will tell me the same thing, and most people will tell you the same thing. So when I say something's wrong with me, that does not mean you get to just say, oh, it's a tension headache, continue giving the medication that doesn't work for you, but it should work for you, that's prescribed to you, and we can figure out the rest of the problems later in life. Motherfucker, I could be dying. And we don't even know. We don't even know what's wrong with me. So I'm having a really bad week, okay? I'm just having a moment, and I'm just talking to you guys as a normal jazz moment. Now, I want to go back even to the weekend after the whole ER. So even though I was told to just continue taking the medication, which makes me drowsy, which you also can't drink alcohol for, what did I do? Another bad decision with Jazz, and I posted about it, and I posted myself as a devil because it was Halloween, and it was my first ever Halloween party as an adult. Do you know the level of success I feel for being able to say, yes, I dressed slutty, yes, I went to a Halloween party, and yes, I had a shit ton of fun, and yes, was hubby all over me? Fuck yes, and so was I all over him, and I loved it. I loved every moment of it. Was it a little extra? Yes. How I'm saying it, is that extra? Yeah, come on. But it's bad decisions with Jazz. Come on now. Which, by the way, on Wednesdays we wear pink. So this podcast is going to be all over the place. So if you're not into this, if you don't want to hear about my crazy life and all my stories, then that's fine. I mean, you don't have to listen to this episode. But I just really wanted a fun episode because my life is a shit show right now. It really is. And now, to top it off, the cap to wit, I recently got a text message from someone who I have mentioned before in my podcast. Now, the only person I have a name for in this damn podcast is Oz, and it wasn't Oz. It was one of my cousins and his girlfriend who texted me yesterday. And I don't even remember. I'm not gonna like put him on blast. I just want to basically summarize everything that was said. Actually, I think I deleted it because I was like, I don't need to see this toxicness because I feel like it's fake, and it may not be. I may be wrong. But the gist of the story is this person basically said, we can come to your wedding even though it's last minute. Already gave guest counts to the venue. They have to order the food. They have to prep the food. They have to make sure, like, it's a lot that goes into weddings, like an actual venue and stuff. So it was not, I couldn't just change it. And then I went to the ER. So then I completely forgot to even respond to it. And then I did try and get with the venue, but I was like, this is not gonna work. So I finally texted this person back, and we're just gonna call this person Chocolate Chip. That's what we're gonna name this person, Chocolate Chip. I texted Chocolate Chip and said, I'm sorry, but like, there's nothing I can do. But also, part of me doesn't want Chocolate Chip there, because Chocolate Chip just kind of reminds me of like negativity that I don't want at my wedding. You know, if I was a priority, then the excuse that Chocolate Chip had originally gave me would have never even been an excuse, because I let Chocolate Chip know way the fuck in advance that this wedding was happening on this date, this weekend. Like, I let them know. Whereas people that I literally invited like 2 weeks ago made the time to come out. So that just shows you where people stand with you. That if you are a priority to them, if your happiness and your success is a priority to someone, then they're gonna be there. And Chocolate Chip gave me excuse after excuse, and I'm like, you know what? If I'm not a priority, then I don't want you there. And you know what? When I let you know months in advance that this wedding was happening on this day and this time, and you gave me some dumbass excuse that I'm so sorry, but I don't agree with it, because if I ever came back at you with that kind of excuse, you'd be like, well, what the fuck? Yeah. Keep the same energy that you want other people to give you. That is the moral of my story. So I'm just like, even if the venue could say, yeah, we can just adjust this real quick, I still personally, like, once you're cut, you know? I don't want that, you know? And I think, like, that's been kind of getting to me, and obviously, because it's fresh, it's new again. Then Chocolate Chip had the audacity to say, I'm sorry about what happened with your dad, but had not even once recognized what had happened with Baby, when Chocolate Chip was one of the first people to find out. I thought it was going to be like a late apology, you know? Like a late, I'm sorry, I'm here for you kind of moment, and it wasn't. And I was more upset about how she said, I'm sorry about your dad. Like, I don't give a fuck about my dad. I cannot control my dad. My dad is my dad. He's his own man. Literally, he's his own man. He raised himself. He'll be fine. Okay, but what about me when you said you're here for me? Is it that you're only here for me when it's convenient? So obviously I am still a little toxic about it. I spoke with my therapist, and my therapist said, which was really amazing advice, except when you're a petty ass bitch like me, it's not amazing advice. She told me walk away from situations that anger you, make you upset in any way, make you sad. Just walk away. And she also said that the only time people's words affect you is if you believe that there is truth to them. And I was like, now hold the fuck up. Okay, let's dive into this. The reason why she said that is because somebody had said something negative to me, and unfortunately I was letting it get to me instead of just letting it go, which I tend to do this a lot. I tend to just hold on to the negative things people tell me. And I was talking to her about it, and I was like, well, I don't know why I'm reacting like this. I don't know how to just walk away. I want to walk away and then come right back. And she said, no. Walk away, stay walked away. And she said the only reason anybody has power over you with their words is because you believe that there is power in their words. And I was like, now hold up, because it's true. That is true. The only time people's words can affect you is if you believe that there's some kind of truth. I mean, that's the same with when you're getting bullied. If you allow someone to bully you, it's because you believe what they're saying. And it's true. When I was a kid, when I was younger, bullying was a huge part of my depression, my sadness growing up, because these people would say things about me, and of course they're things that I'm already thinking about myself. So they say them, and then they just intensify it and make fun of me for it, and me, who doesn't know self-love because I'm a child, lets it get to me. And that's what it is. You have to not let these words affect you. You're gonna do you. You're gonna be you. And you're gonna be a successful version of you. And who the fuck cares about anything that anybody else has to say? So that's what I have to say on that. And I thought it was really amazing advice, and I figured I would share it with you. So now that we're at 15 minutes, I need to edit this bitch and get it up to you in a reasonable amount of time. I'm telling you, I came home, I talked to my mom, and I was convinced I was not doing this podcast, and I was literally just gonna give you guys a post tomorrow and say, I'm sorry, I'm way too freaking busy, which I am. I need to go back to the ER. I need to do a follow-up. I need to figure out what's going on with me, which sucks because I'm this close to the wedding and like I just want to have a wedding and just enjoy myself. But it's fine, whatever, you know? Without further ado, I would say that I will see you in next week's episode. But you see, next week is the wedding. And I'm going to say that 30,000 times because I'm not over the high quite yet, which anybody who's spending the amount of money on a wedding, any money on a wedding, would not be over the high quite yet. So I will be over the high when the wedding is actually over. But next week is the wedding. We leave on Wednesday. We arrive there Wednesday. I'm going to be worried about the wedding. I'm not going to be really worried about my podcast. I'm sorry. I really did think I was going to have the time to make a podcast and upload it to you guys in time. It's not going to happen. Then, that week after, I am on my honeymoon, which, listen to this, guys. We don't even know where we're going. Oh my God, we still haven't even planned it, which is so funny because we are procrastinators by nature, but this one's just funny to me because who the fuck plans their wedding, doesn't plan the honeymoon, and then just plans to plan the honeymoon the day after the wedding? Like, funny. That's definitely us though, and I kind of like it. It's like very spontaneous. I'm living for the adventure, okay? And then the week after that is Thanksgiving. I'm not gonna have time to be able to come back, work, prep for Thanksgiving, because we all know you gotta prep the night before, otherwise you're gonna be cooking from dawn until freaking sunset. That's what you're gonna do. And then the weekend after that, I don't know what we're gonna do, but I know we have plans that weekend, so that's not gonna happen. And then the weekend after that is the weekend after that. And then, you know, Christmas is in December, so obviously Black Friday. Oh, I forgot about Black Friday. You know, making the house all pretty for Christmas. I cannot wait to decorate this room. It's gonna be decked the hall out, okay? And that was cute. It's like pun, but you know. And Christmas, and then New Year's, and basically your girl's life is at an end at the moment. I'm sad we only got 15 episodes this season. I actually really was shooting for more, but obviously you can only do one episode per week. That's all I have time for. That's what we're gonna do. But look, I have so many plans for you guys. I just needed to get the time that I don't have right now with the whole wedding. I have a lot of plans. I'm very excited to like share them with you, to have you get to know me. I am more than happy to do like vlogs and stuff, but I'm not gonna lie, they probably won't be posted weekly. I'll do my best. I'll figure it out, okay? But I know that I'm the most active on TikTok at the moment. Instagram is my second most active place. Facebook, you're gonna have to wait 10 to fucking 20 days, business days, just for me to get on Facebook. I swear, I am so late on Facebook all the time. So that is my plan for the next, literally 2 months. That's it. Just 2 months. And then it's January. And then, drum roll, please. Season fucking 3. How about that for a cliffhanger? I love you guys. Thank you so much for listening to season 2. We get to start season 3 post-wedding. Jazz back on her bad bitch business, bad decisions. So excited. I cannot even express to you how excited I am. You don't understand the plans I have. But anyways, I'm like so sad to say goodbye, but I wish I had like confetti or something. It's like one season done. It's like a whole era is done. When did I start this? In July, and now here we are, and it's November. Holy crap. Girl, I have never been the person to ever stick with something. So the fact that I have stuck with my podcast for this long, like, I'm actually genuinely proud of myself, and I think, you know, starting all the way back from all the tea spilled, all the way up until, what was my last episode? I don't even freaking remember, because my life is just in shambles. Depression makes you forgetful, so just remember that. But all the way down to happiness is a mental state, not a place. I mean, there's just been so much growth just in the last few months. I mean, holy crap. Let me tell you something real quick, just to be a little extra. I wish I could delete season 1. Is that bad? I think that's really bad. But I do wish I could delete it because the quality was terrible. I don't like them. I mean, I was barely wearing pink in all of them. It's lame. Then when I did wear pink, it was like, oh wow, she's wearing pink. And yeah, now I'm getting a phone call that I need to answer. I love you guys so much. Be safe, be happy, and be loved. See you in season 3. Bye.